It is a chilly night here in Watertown, Wisconsin, and we are coming to you live from Watertown High School as Beaver Dam is in town to take on the Watertown Goslings, and we are going to get a fresh look at two teams who have yet to pick up a win this year. Both teams come into tonight 0-5 on the season. Meanwhile, for Watertown, they come in heavy in the passing game, so we'll have to see if they can somehow establish a run game tonight. Either way, one of these teams will be leaving here with their first win of the year, which is always good. Head coach for Beaver Dam as they will get set to try to come in here and spoil this one for the Goslings. Rath, their quarterback, and we'll have to see if he can get things going for Watertown here in this one through the air, as they do like to pass quite a bit. We'll be joined momentarily by the Watertown High School Band as we will get set for the national anthem in just a few moments. As the band gets settled in, the Goslings are approaching from my left as they will get set to try to defend their home field tonight. And as I said earlier, looking to try and get their first win. Goslings will be wearing all black tonight. Black jerseys, black pants, black helmets, blue numbers and letters, and of course the Watertown logo in blue on the helmets tonight. And here they come, this time to a standing ovation from the fans here in Watertown.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please welcome to the field the visitors for tonight's contest, the Beaver Dam Beavers.
The Goslings certainly fired up as they look to get in their first win of the year. A contrast of styles, no question, here tonight between two teams who have yet to accomplish that win column, and they are certainly hoping to do so this evening. And we are going to send it down to the field as the national anthem will be upon us in just a moment.
at this time, I draw your attention to the track for the performance of the alma mater by the WHS Concert Choir, alumni, and band. As we honor America and those defending our freedom, please place your hand over your heart for the performance of our national anthem.
A beautiful rendition of the national anthem here in Watertown as we get set for opening kickoff here from Watertown High School. It is homecoming here in Watertown, and it is absolutely packed in here tonight, as it should be. Always enjoy taking a look at the homecoming festivities in the town as we go throughout the day. The fans are ready. We take a look at the Badger Large Conference standings. Overall, Oregon is in first place in the conference with a 4-1 overall record. They are 3-0 in conference. Wanakee 5-0 overall. They are also 3-0 in conference. Milton stands in third place. They are 2-1 in conference and 2-3 overall on the season. Sun Prairie East at 2-1 in conference, 3-2 on the year overall. Sun Prairie West also with a 1-2 record and also 3-2 on the season. As we mentioned before, Beaver Dam comes into this game with an 0-3 conference record, 0-5 in divisional play. And again for Watertown, 0-3 in conference, 0-5 overall, as we get set for opening kickoff here from Watertown High School. Dane Stano will kick it off here for Beaver Dam. The return is a good one. And coming out near the 40-yard line is Landon Fent. Excuse me, it's Zach Shear who returned the kick. And he gets it out near the 40, so it'll be good starting field position for the Goslings here on their opening drive. Again, we mentioned Benji Camrath. He is the quarterback. for Watertown. He's had a good season so far for the Goslings.
Watertown will begin their drive from the 38-yard line.
He has 10 passing touchdowns through the air. Over 1,000 yards already on the young season. The only blemish is you see that completion percentage just slightly over 50% at 51. He has 6 interceptions on the year as well. Be something to look out for. Camrath in the shotgun. They do give it off here on the handoff. That's going to lose yards. Might be a loss of 1 or 2 on the play. We'll see where they end up marking it.
Kellen Smith on the carry.
It was Kellen Smith who got the carry for the Goslings.
Loss of 1 on the play.
Second and 11 coming up after the loss. Logan Fent now enters the backfield here. Excuse me, Landon Fent enters the backfield here for the Goslings. As they go shotgun formation again, Fent is going to motion out, head to the right of Camrath. He gets the snap. Camrath rolls a little bit to his right, throws downfield. He's got a man wide open. All the way down across the 20 is Ralph Holmeschild. The Goslings with a first down and a big play here on the opening drive. We mentioned that they like to go through the air, and that is exactly what they did right away here on this opening drive after the loss on first down.
First and 10 Goslings from the 19-yard line.
Ball is placed at the 19-yard line of Beaver Dam. Shotgun formation for Camrath. He's got a man in motion across the line of scrimmage. The carry will go to Fent, and he will gain maybe 1 or 2 yards on the play. We do have a flag that came in late. Early indication is this is going to be against Watertown.
Tackle on the play by Eason Abel. There's a flag on the play.
Eason Abel made the tackle for Beaver Dam, and we'll see what the flag is. It's going to be a personal foul against Watertown. That is going to back the Goslings up 15 yards. That's a big blow at this point in the game as you try to get down
Personal foul against Watertown.
into field goal range, and now you're going to be knocked seemingly out. We'll see how this will affect them. This is going to be a big loss for the Goslings. Second and way long for Watertown as Camrath gets the call from the sideline. Shotgun formation again. Fent is to his left. They're going back to the air as usual. The throw is behind the intended receiver, and it is incomplete.
Bruce Camrath's pass falls incomplete.
And
Pass intended for Zach Shear.
it will be third down
Third and long for the Goslings.
for the Goslings. They're going to say 3rd and 24 to be exact. Zach Shear was the intended receiver. He's been targeted quite a bit this season for the Goslings. Boston Damon was in coverage for Beaver Dam. Camrath was under center. Now he backs up into the shotgun once again. He's standing on the 40. The ball is on the 34 as he's in the shotgun again, and we're going to get a timeout here. Watertown couldn't get the play figured out, and Coach Camrath did not like what he saw. We get a timeout early here for Watertown with 10:26 left in the first quarter. Well, so far we talked about the passing game of Watertown. Big play early on. We thought that that could happen. But now the personal foul penalty, those are just going to be killers any day of the week. You get a personal foul on second down when you were rolling into the red zone. That's a tough penalty for Watertown, and that is what we're seeing here. Interesting to see what kind of play call they do on third down and long. It's going to be tough to convert 24 yards, so we'll see if They maybe just call a run play here. We'll see what the call ends up being. They stay in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Coach Camrath calling out the play again. Camrath back to pass, looking deep. He's got a man, and it's incomplete. Flag comes in, and it's going to be pass interference.
Camrath's pass intended for Shear falls incomplete. There's a flag on the play.
It was Zach Shear who was the intended receiver. And once again, Boston Damon in coverage one-on-one. They're going to get him for pass interference. So a big penalty for Watertown.
Against the Beavers is the penalty.
There's a personal foul call, backed him all the way up. And now you get pass interference, which is a huge call here.
Third and 10 for Watertown.
They officially will call it 3rd down and 10 for the Goslings. Remember, they were backed up. It was at 24 yards to gain. They get the pass interference call, which makes it 3rd and 10. Camrath looks, end zone. He's got a man. It is short of the 5-yard line. We'll see where they mark it. If they're going to give him a first down.
Play results in the Gosling. First down.
It was Landon Fent who made the reception. He is a dynamic player for this Watertown team.
First and goal, Goslings from the 7-yard line.
Fent on the season has 3 receiving touchdowns. He's also a dominant force in the run game as well. He has a rushing touchdown, 83 rushing yards on the year for Fent. Again, Watertown likes to pass quite a bit. They do give it to Fent on the end around. He's going to try to push. He will be stopped inside the 7. We'll see where they mark it here.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
It'll be 2nd and goal for Watertown. .9:23 left to play here in the first quarter. Goslings driving here on their opening drive. A couple of bad penalties for both teams, but Watertown able to capitalize and now looking to punch it in here on 2nd down. Fent goes in motion. Camrath rolls to his right. Now he rolls back left. Throws end zone. It skips off the ground, and it's incomplete, and it's going to be 3rd and goal coming up for Watertown.
Number 8, Zach Shear falls incomplete. 3rd and goal for the Goslings.
Ball right now is on the 5-yard line, so Watertown got to find a way to punch it in. They've pretty much been shotgun this entire drive, and that looks as if they are going to remain in the shotgun formation. Camrath up to the line, calling the play. Let's see if they look for Logan Fent. He is out in the slot. Changing the play this time at the line of scrimmage is Camrath. Man in motion, and got a timeout for Watertown.
Watertown.
Well, not good that they're spending 2 timeouts here early in the first quarter. Just having some communication issues on the opening drive. Hopefully for the Goslings, that is something they will clean up, but you'd like to have a couple of timeouts heading into the second quarter. They won't have that. They'll only have 1, but got to get the communication right, especially when you have a chance to punch it in, so they call the timeout. Probably wisely.
At this time, we would like to recognize State Bank of Reesville as a super anchor sponsor of the Watertown Athletic Department. WHS and the State Bank of Reesville have been working together for many years. Greatly value the partnership. Thank you, State Bank of Reesville.
Talked about Logan Fent and his impact on this team, and we'll see if he comes into play here on a 3rd down and goal. Think of it as a 3rd and 5 because that's
3rd and goal for
pretty much what it is. They're from the 5. And we'll see what they decide to call. They, as we said earlier, love to stick to the air. They have the shotgun formation on once again. Play action, end zone, touchdown, Logan Fent.
Camrath's
And the Goslings will go up and they will score. And it will be 6-0 Watertown as the special teams unit will come on to try to add the extra point. What a drive for the Goslings.
Davis Cashin will attempt the point after.
They got bailed out on a pass interference call, and that helped them get it in. It is David Cashin who will attempt the extra point. Snap is high, but the kick is good, and Watertown goes up 7-0 here early in Watertown with 8:53 left to play in the first quarter. So a good start. Watertown had the big play, got downfield, and then it was negated with a personal foul. That backed them all the way up, and then they got some help with a pass interference call and got them right back in range, converted on a 3rd and 10, and then Landon Fent on a slant from Benji Camras scores to put the Goslings up with 8:53 left here in the first quarter. The first score of the game goes to the home team Goslings. They know if they're going to sneak out a win, it's going to be in this game here, that's for sure. Watertown getting set to kick off.
Cashin set to kick off for the Goslings.
It'll be Dallas Cashin who will kick off. This ball is going to be a bit of a squib kick. Retrieved close to the 30, and there's really nowhere to go.
Rylan Costanal on the return for the Beavers. He's tackled on the play by number 10, Brady Shower.
Brady Shower just made a fantastic play. Nowhere to go for Beaver Dam. Now, we talked about Watertown and their passing game. Just the opposite when it comes to Beaver Dam. They will run the football.
And will begin their drive from the 31-yard line.
And you'll see two guys in the backfield. And you don't know which one's really going to pass at any given time, but we'll certainly have to keep an eye out here as the handoff here goes to one of those guys. It is Cameron Mendoza. He gets the carry, moves the pile for a couple of yards, and bring up 2nd down.
The ball carrier that time for the Beavers.
So we talked about their dual threat quarterback situation. Eli Bryant will see a lot of time in the backfield, and so will Cameron Mendoza. Both of them have played quarterback this year, although Bryant does seem to take the majority of the snaps at quarterback, number 7. Here he goes on the ground to Mendoza, and he will fight forward close to the 40-yard line. They're going to be about a couple of yards shy of the first down. It's going to be about a 3rd and 1 coming up for Beaver Dam.
So it's 3rd down for Beaver Dam.
Bergman in on the tackle for the Goslings. Again, we'll see what they do, but inverted pistol formation here yet again for Beaver Dam, and they're going to go back to the ground as Mendoza, and he has a 1st down. He gains a couple on the play, and that will move the chains for Beaver Dam.
Play results in a Beaver Dam 1st down.
Again, we expect Eli Bryant to get most of the touches through the air if they pass at all. I mean, this has not been a passing team at all this season. Bryant only has a total of 270 passing yards as they give on the play the handoff again to Mendoza. He gains near 9 yards on the play.
By Christian Robles.
And that's going to be a good gain here for Beaver Dam.
And 2nd and 2.
They'll give him 8 yards on the play. Cameron Mendoza stands at 6'2", 210, the junior. He sees a lot of the snaps. You can see the way Beaver Dam lines up. I mean, they're all bunched up at the line. They love to run the ball. They give it to Mendoza again, and he's got a 1st down for Beaver Dam, and once again,
On the carry.
they will move the chains. This will be it's an irritating offense to try to capitalize against, and if you're the Watertown defense, it's going to be a challenge here tonight, that's for sure. Got to respect the run in all way possible if you're the Goslings. Mendoza has rushed already on the year for 662 rushing yards. The carry is going to go nowhere. Mendoza this time stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
First to arrive for the Goslings.
Landon Fent, he's doing it on both sides of the ball. He was in there to make the tackle, and that's going to be no gain officially.
10 for the Beavers.
It'll bring up a 2nd down and 10 for the Beavers. Ball will be placed here about the 45-yard line. 2nd and 10, they turn and give. It's Mendoza yet again. He's trying to find the edge. He does so. He is such a tough guy to bring down. That is a good run.
Mendoza on the carry. Zach Shear on the tackle for the Goslings.
Zach Shear was in on the tackle, but it was Brandon Holloman who came in and cleaned it up for the Goslings.
5 on the play. That's 3rd down.
And they gained 5. We talked about his size. He's going to be tough to bring down. And just the fact that they're just a pure rushing team. 6 rushing touchdowns on the year for Mendoza already. And we said 662 rushing yards coming into the game today. Again, inverted pistol formation. Bryant to throw. It's a long throw towards his own sideline. It is caught and hauled in on the far sideline.
Eli Bryant's pass is complete to number 15.
Tyler Keel made the reception.
Landon Fent on the tackle for the Goslings, and it's 4th down.
It's going to be 4th and 5. This is kind of no man's land if you're Beaver Dam, and they're going to go for it. And why not? Let's see if they actually... what they're going to do here. Bryant is actually in the shotgun. So we'll see. Maybe he will keep it. Yes, he will. Bryant, direct snap to the quarterback. He is close to the 1st down. The initial signal is that he is short by inches. And Beaver Dam is going to turn the ball over on downs, and Watertown will take over by a matter of inches. How about that? Risky play call. Quarterback keeper, and the Beavers turn it over.
10 Goslings from the 35-yard line.
So the Goslings will take over on their own 35-yard line. 1st down and 10. Camrath back in the shotgun. Handoff here. And that'll gain maybe a yard. Let's see where they end up marking it. Carlos Gonzalez gets the carry. He is not featured as often in the running game, but he has had 30 rushing yards on the year for the Goslings, so we'll see how often they decide to go with Gonzalez. Landon Fenton gets most of the carries for the Goslings. Camrath is back up in the shotgun. Gonzalez remains the running back. They got 2 receivers spread out to the left, 1 to the right. Camrath looks to his left, and he throws, and he has his man. That is Landon Fent, about a yard shy of the 1st down. Long yard. We'll see if they'll say 2. It is going to be 2.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
So it'll be 3rd and 2 for Watertown. Again, a little bit of confusion offensively for the Goslings here. Let's see if they can get settled in. They'll have 2 receivers spread to the left, 2 to the right. They do have a tight end bunched up near the line of scrimmage. Camrath back in the shotgun. He keeps it this time, and he is stopped short of the 1st down. They don't run it very often, and they gain maybe a yard.
4th down for the Goslings.
They're just going to say he got back to the original line of scrimmage. So it's going to be 4th and 2 And no, they will give him the yard, so we will say 4th and 1. Let's see if Watertown, they're going to line up here to go for it. Very confident offense, no doubt about that, and they have to be here looking to get their first win. And now the Goslings jumped off sides, and that is going to back them up 5 yards, so not...
False start against the Goslings is the penalty.
Not a good look here. They may
Penalty, we will replay fourth down.
have to punt it. We'll see what they decide to do. Tough decision here for Coach Camerath. They're going to keep the offense out on the field, and they're going to go for it. 4th and 6 for Watertown as they're looking to try to pick up the first. And they got to call their 3rd and final timeout here in the first quarter. 1:58 left.
Timeout, Goslings.
So,
Timeout of the half.
interesting call, but again, the communication so far has not been great for Watertown, and they have to use their 3rd and final timeout here in the first quarter. So they will have no timeouts remaining for the rest of the half. Coach Camrath out there in the huddle giving his guys some instructions as the Goslings will try to get down the field here with 1:58 left before halftime. Or excuse me, left before we head to the second quarter. We're going to line up again with 2 receivers spread to the right, 1 far out to the left, and a tight end near the line of scrimmage. Camrath again in the shotgun. Looking to the air. He's looking deep for Logan Fent. He's got him. Fent across the 20 to the 10. 5. Touchdown. Watertown. On 4th and 6, they go deep to Logan Fent. His 2nd touchdown of the day, and the Goslings extend their lead. The timeout pays off, and they will look to make it 14-0. The extra point attempt
Davis Cashin on for the point out.
for Davis Cashin. And the kick is good, and the Goslings will go up 14-0.
14, Beaver Dam 0.
Wow, what a turn of events. 4th and 6, seemingly backed up, and they get the bomb to Logan Fent, and he is already making his presence known. We said they like to pass, they certainly do. Almost all plays have been through the air thus far for Watertown, but they have certainly made an impact with number 2. We can assume he will be the guy that will see most of the plays today. It's not typical of a high school offense to see a team so comfortable going through the air, but Watertown certainly has surrounded their offense around their quarterback, Benji Camrath, and he has come up big multiple times here today already in the first quarter. Excuse me, Reese Camrath, the quarterback. He has come up big multiple times. Benji Camrath, the head coach. Watertown will get ready to send it away to Beaver Dam. They will get the ball with 1:47 left here in the first quarter. The kick is again short. It will be retrieved, and it's not going to go very far. Looked like they might have were thinking of letting it roll out of bounds, but right out of room. Brock Bruce was on the return for Beaver Dam. And here comes Eli Bryant and the Beavers, as they will look to try to put a drive together here with 1:41 left in the first quarter. Again, we talked about the contrast of styles for both these teams. Watertown seemingly goes through the air pretty heavily. Beaver Dam a lot on the ground. That's exactly what we see here is Mendoza carrying the line. No pun intended, and a flag comes flying in about a yard shy of the first down marker.
Fent on the tackle.
We'll have to see what the call is. Logan Fent in on the tackle.
There's a flag on the play.
That's going to be a face mask against Watertown. So they're going to tack on 15 yards at the end of the play, and it will be an automatic first down for the Beavers.
Face mask against the Goslings was the penalty.
Well, again, when you watch them line up on offense, rarely are you going to see a receiver go out wide. And, of course, as I say that, that's exactly what we have here. We have two receivers going out wide. Very uncommon, so we'll see what they decide to do. Again, the inverted pistol formation. Bryant gives the carry to Mendoza. He is going to go to the right side, fight his way forward, gains a few yards on the play, and we'll see where they mark it. It'll be about second down coming up here, and we'll say maybe 5. They do give them 5 yards on the carry. So it will be 2nd and 5. Again, inverted pistol formation for the Beavers. And again, the give is to Mendoza. He works his way over to the right side, across the 35-yard line. It's going to bring up about a 3rd down and 2 or 3. We'll see again where they mark it here, but fairly good gain and make it 3rd and manageable for the Beavers. This might be 2-down territory anyway. We talked about before, they were kind of in no man's land and they went for it. Same situation could be here, probably 2-down situation. And here you see it again where they don't have any receiver out wide. Everybody bunched at the line. Mendoza gets the carry and he's got the first down and more for the Beavers as they will move the chains. And they are driving inside the Watertown 30-yard line now. And a first down for the Beavers. Again, we talked about Mendoza on the season. That was 662 rushing yards, 6 touchdowns. It seems like a lot, but, you know, keep in mind, they don't pass very often. They're going to let the clock wind all the way down here, and we are going to head to the second quarter here in Watertown. So at the end of 1, it is Watertown 14, Beaver Dam 0. And the story thus far has been number 2 for the Goslings, Logan Fent, who has made such an impact on both sides of the ball. 2 receiving touchdowns for Fent. He had the big bomb from Camrath on 4th and 6. What a game for Reese Camrath as well. Has a really good feel in the pocket, makes a lot of good plays. He made a nice one there to Logan Fent to put them up 14-0. Again, now the Beavers driving. It'll be interesting to see if the Goslings have an answer for this run option offense. Again, we have seen both Eli Bryant and Mendoza, Cameron Mendoza, passing this year. But mostly Eli Bryant will handle the passing duties, and Mendoza's been very effective on the ground thus far. So here come the Beavers. It'll be a 1st and 10 for them from the 29-yard line of Watertown. Again, they're going to have a bunch formation here. Everybody bunched up near the line of scrimmage. Inverted pistol formation once again. Bryant will turn around and he will hand it off once again to Mendoza, and he will try to
Mendoza on the carry for the Beavers.
Make his way forward, but man, the Goslings had that one read pretty well. Not much of a gain that time. Zach Scher was in there on the tackle. Looked like Ryan Bergman was also involved. So they gain 1 yard on first down. It's going to be 2nd down and 9 for the Beavers. Again, inverted pistol formation. They do have one receiver spread out wide to the left. Not going to matter. They give it to Mendoza again. He will work his way
Tackle for the Goslings.
across the 25. Excuse me. Yes, across the 25. We'll see where they mark it. It'll probably be near the 24-yard line. They'll say the 23. It's going to be 2nd and 9 for Beaver Dam. Excuse me, 2nd and 4 rather. Again, inverted pistol formation. They're going to probably stick to the run game. No, they go to the air, and it's an errant pass, incomplete. And that'll bring up 3rd down and 4.
And it's 4th down for Beaver Dam.
And now it'll actually be a 4th down for the Beavers. We'll see what they decide to do. I mean, if I had to guess, sitting here in no man's land on 4th and 4, you're driving, they're probably going to go for it. And that's exactly what we're going to see. The crowd getting loud here in Watertown. It's 4th and 4. Bryant's pass is caught. It's Mendoza. He's going to have a 1st down for the Beavers. And they are going to move the chains with 10:40 left here in the 2nd quarter.
Pass is complete.
We'll stop the clock momentarily as they move the chains.
Results in a Beaver Dam 1st down.
And now the clock will wind again. Some substitutions here for the Beavers. See if the Goslings can get a stop. It's 1st down and 10 officially. Ball is on the 16-yard line. It's a pitch. The handoff is going to go to Mendoza. There's a flag down on the play. It's going to be near the 10-yard line. I believe there was a hold
Mendoza on the carry.
on Beaver Dam.
There's a flag on the play.
They've been asking a lot out there from Brock Bruch, and I believe he was the guilty party for a hold, and yes, he is. And so that is going to
Beavers is the initial indication.
back this one up for Beaver Dam.
That holding penalty is a 10-yard penalty.
So a
1st and 20 for the
10-yard penalty, 1st down and 20 for Beaver Dam. This time they have 2 receivers out there, one spread out to the left, one to the right. Handoff again goes to Mendoza. They will stick to the ground game.
Mendoza on the carry.
He will gain
Bergman on the
a
tackle.
couple of yards. Not much on the play. We'll see where they end up marking it. Again, trying to just establish that run game, and that is what they do. I mean, they are almost strictly running the football.
2nd down, Beaver Dam.
We've seen 3 pass attempts from Eli Bryant. One of those was complete. 2nd and 15 is the official ruling from the 21. Mendoza gets the carry again. He's going to run right into the line of scrimmage and maybe pushes forward for a gain of a couple. We'll see what they on a late flag.
Line of scrimmage by the Goslings.
Late flag came in, and that's not good. Typically when you see a flag that late, it is a personal foul indication. We'll see what the call is here. Things are getting a little chippy as Beaver Dam tries to run the ball here down. It looked like Landon Semmerau was out there for the Beavers involved. We'll see what the call is from the official. No indication yet, but they're going to call it personal foul on Beaver Dam. This ball is moving backwards.
Unsportsmanlike conduct was the penalty.
We're going to say again, a personal foul, unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. So that's going to back it up 15 yards. It'll be 3rd down and 30. Ball on the 36. They don't like to go to the air very often, but they might have to here if they're going to convert. The throw is caught. Not much on the play. Game by Michael Fox. Excuse me, it was incomplete. He was unable to haul it in. It's going to be 4th down and 30. And we'll see what the Beavers decide to do here. Looks like they're going to punt it away and try to play the field position battle with 8:51 left here in the second quarter. Punt is away, and fair catch is called. It'll be kicked out of the back of the end zone. And so Watertown will start at the 20-yard line. So we take a look at the game recap thus far. Landon Fenton has scored 2 touchdowns for the Goslings in this one. One came on a 4th and 6, and it was a bomb. So they have 8:45 left here, up 14-0. They will get the ball back. Camerath is going to line up here in the shotgun formation. Callan Smith returns to the backfield for the Goslings. Again, they don't run the football very often. We'll see what the call is here. They fake the handoff. Camerath steps up. Now he's going to roll out, and he's almost intercepted. The ball fell incomplete. First almost sacked, then almost intercepted by Brandon Stricata, and it's going to be 2nd and 10 for the Goslings. Reese Camerath, extremely talented. We see what he can do with his legs. Does a nice job of stepping up in the pocket, but almost got sacked and almost threw a pick. Luckily, it fell incomplete. It'll be 2nd down and 10 for Watertown. Again, Kalen Smith was in the backfield for the Goslings. Camerath, quick pass. This is going to be caught, and a good gain and a 1st down for the Goslings. A flag comes in as Zach Shearer got a good gain. We'll see what the call is here, though, for the flag. Had a lot of laundry here during the past couple of plays, and this ball will come back. So it'll be a 10-yard penalty from the spot, and the Goslings will move back 10 yards. Second down and 5 after the holding call. Ball is placed here on the 25-yard line. Camerath, they give it on the carry. This is a good gain this time by Smith, and he is going to be outside the numbers of the 50 and near the 40-yard line of Beaver Dam, and Callan Smith gives the Goslings a 1st down on 2nd and 5, a big gain. And the Goslings once again on the move with 8:02 left to play here in the second quarter. We talked about the fact that they don't run the ball very often, but man, they sure have a couple of running backs that can. We'll see Carlos Gonzalez and Callan Smith. Landon Fent will see a lot of the carries as well. 1st down and 10 for the Goslings. Ball on the 42-yard line of Beaver Dam. Camerath all by himself in the backfield. Now they motion Fent back by him. Camerath back to pass. It's intercepted. So a turnover. It is Aiden Root who picks off Camerath, and the Beavers are going to get the ball.
Number 10, Aiden Root.
So that time, Aiden Root does a nice job of reading Reese Camerath, and he just jumps the route. And it's a turnover for the Goslings. And I don't think Reese Camerath ever saw Aiden Root on that play. So the Beavers will take over here on the 43-yard line. Inverted pistol formation yet again. They got 2 receivers to the left. quick pass is caught. Far sideline and down close to the 40. And it'll be a first down for Beaver Dam.
Bryant's pass is complete to Keel. He's run out of bounds by Landon Fett.
It was Kyler Keel, number 15, on the reception. Keel, the junior, making that catch, and the Beavers will move the chains. We've seen them go through the air now for the past couple of plays. Changing up the game plan on us, of course. Mendoza, the running back, they do give it to him this time. He will get the carry for maybe a gain of 2. We'll bring up, man, they're going to give him a few yards here. I do apologize. I did not have a good spot up here. It looks like it's going to be 2nd down and 7.
2nd down for Beaver Dam.
On the play. 2 or 3, I guess I was close on the initial judging there. It'll be 2nd and 7. Again, inverted pistol formation. The handoff here will go to Mendoza. He will fight close to the first down. He'll be a couple of yards shy, and we'll see where they mark it.
14, Nick Grover.
Again, this is the game plan for Beaver Dam. They want to run the ball as much as possible. They're going to give them a few yards. It'll be 3rd and 2. Ball will be placed on the 36-yard line. And again, they are set up to run here, no doubt about it. Everybody bunched at the line of scrimmage. Mendoza on the carry. He has got the first down, I believe. It is going to be close. We'll see where they mark it.
Tackled that time by number 12, Aiden Kabal.
And they do give him the first down by inches, it looked. Very close call, but they will move the change, and the clock will wind. 6:12 left to play here in the second quarter. Again, just completely 2 different offenses. You see Watertown will go to the air quite a bit. In contrast, you'll see a lot of running on the other side of the ball for Beaver Dam. They got the ball after the Aiden Root interception. Now the handoff here goes to Mendoza. He is going to be trying to fight for even a yard. And they're probably going to say he got back to the line of scrimmage. Not much on the play. Xander Allen was in there on the tackle, number 77. It's going to be 2nd and 10. .5:21 and counting left to play here in the first half. You have to think at some point if Beaver Dam is going to try to get back into this game, they may have to go to the air. And that is something that they have really not been able to do all season long. And that is where the issues lie at the moment for this Beavers offense. Snap to Bryant. He throws it out, and the pass is caught. It looks like that is going to be, again, Kyler Keel on the reception. And it'll be a first down for Beaver Dam, and we're moving the chains once again. Landon Fent was in there on the tackle. Ball will be placed at the 23. 1st and 10. They spread 2 receivers out to the right this time. Again, heavily packed in the box. They give the carry to Mendoza. He is going to spin his way forward and close to a gain of about 8 on the play. We'll see where they mark it. Ryan Bergman was in on the tackle. So again, not pretty, but effective. And they're going to give him 7 on the carry, so it'll be 2nd down and 3. Does get a little hard to tell as we get to this side of the field where they are going to mark it. Again, we are going to get an inverted pistol formation. 2 receivers bunched to the left. Everybody else bunched by the line of scrimmage, and the handoff again goes to Mendoza. And he will get the carry, and he will move forward. And he'll gain maybe 2. He's going to be shy of the first down. Tanner Pyrick was in there on the tackle for the Goslings.
Tanner Pyrick on the tackle for the Goslings.
And so it's going to be third down and short for Beaver Dam. Let's see if they can pick it up here. How much there in that last gain? They're going to say it's 3rd and 3. Mendoza again in the pistol. The handoff, Bryant in the pistol. The give to Mendoza. He has a first down, and the Beavers will move the chains once again. 3:30 left to play here in the first half. Clock will wind. Eli Bryant heading over to Brock Lind on the sideline, trying to get the call right. Again, this is a crucial drive for the Beavers off of the Aiden Root interception. Trying to capitalize here. 1st and 10. 1st and goal, rather. Ball on the 10. Bryant, the give. Mendoza will kick out this time as he will gain maybe a couple of yards. Not much there on the play. Nick Grover was in on the tackle for the Goslings.
2nd and goal for Beaver Dam.
They're going to give him 3. It's going to be 2nd and goal from the 7. That run game for the Beavers has been very effective here thus far early in this one. Let's see if they can ride that run game to the end zone. I'd be shocked if they go back to the air. And they give it to Mendoza, and he will fight forward. Looks like they're going to mark it maybe at the 5, so not a gain of much on the play. Gain of 2. Ryan Bergman was in on the tackle. And so it's going to be 3rd and goal from the 5-yard line for Beaver Dam. Again, they have rode the running game thus far. Let's see what they decide to do here. The crowd here at Watertown trying to fire up as the Goslings hope to get a stop on 3rd and goal. Inverted pistol again. They go to the air, and it is caught, and it's a touchdown for Beaver Dam. So just when you think they weren't going to go to the air, that's exactly what they do. It is Michael Fox on the reception. So they go to their 6'3" receiver, who has been very effective in the run and pass game for Beaver Dam. He makes the catch. We do have a flag, so we'll have to see what that is. Might be, again, something after the play. See what they call here. We got a personal foul on Watertown. I believe they will assess that.
After play, there was a personal foul against Beaver Dam.
Excuse me, they called the personal foul against Beaver Dam. I apologize. We'll see where they assess it. Will more than likely be on the kickoff. Beaver Dam to add the extra point. The kick is up, and it is good. And so a big drive for the Beavers as they cut the lead to 7. Again, capitalizing off of the interception. That was a big drive for the Beavers, no doubt about it.
Regional Medical Center is excited to announce the addition of.
So as we look at the clock, 1:43 left to play for the Goslings. We'll see if they can get down the field here. Wouldn't be surprised. They had the big play to Landon Fent earlier on in the game on a 4th and 6. You can tell that Benji Camerath, the head coach for the Goslings, not afraid to roll the dice at any given time. As we await the kickoff, again, the personal foul. It was on Watertown before. That was the initial indication as they thought it would be, and it was a personal foul on the Goslings. So that means Beaver Dam will get a chance to kick off from the Gosling 45. So this is a bit bizarre. Again, that personal foul was assessed on the kickoff. So that is why we see the 15-yard penalty. Normally kickoffs are from the 40. This ball is at the 45 of Watertown. And this kick is going to sail short of the goal line. They do a little trickaroo at the end, and it's going to be not much on the play. Good kick coverage for the Beavers. Brandon Strakota was in there again, made the stop. So for the Goslings, they're going to start with this one at their own 10-yard line. It's going to be a long field if they're going to try to score. Might have to go to the run game here a little bit.
First and 10, Goslings.
We'll see what the approach is with 1:37 left before halftime. Camrath in the shotgun. They do call a run play, and not much on the play is Callan Smith.
Timeout. Beaver Dam there. First timeout there.
And we're going to get a timeout for Beaver Dam as they are starting to pick up the intensity a little bit. Leo George was in on the tackle on that last play. Watertown 14-7. The 2nd and 8. Again, Beaver Dam calling their first timeout of the half. Starting to feel momentum slightly shift in favor of the Beavers, but again, the Goslings still holding on to that 14-7 lead. Ultimately, you gotta question, you gotta wonder, can Beaver Dam do enough with just the run game alone? It seems as though they're a bit one-dimensional, and Watertown has burned them on a couple of pass plays, and I don't know if Beaver Dam can make them pay at all with the passing game. We haven't seen that yet, but they did get the touchdown pass, but again, not much through the air from E.Y. Bryant and company. Just the opposite for Watertown. They love to pass, and we'll see how they approach this final minute and 28 seconds. Ball is on the Gosling 12. Camrath again will be in the shotgun off the timeout. Camrath looks left. Rolls right, still rolling, now throwing. He's got a man. It is caught at the 20-yard line. Spinning out of bounds and a first down, but a flag is down. So
On the far side to Fent.
hold on a minute. It is Logan Lindenfent, on the reception. We'll see what the flag is. Goslings are backing up.
Holding against the Goslings.
And it's a hold. Anytime that your quarterback will scramble out, there's always a chance for a hold, and that's exactly what we saw there. So it's going to be second down for the Goslings.
Timeout. Beaver Dam.
And now the second timeout for Beaver Dam. It's going to be, I believe, 2nd and 15. We got the marker saying second down and the scoreboard saying third, so we'll get some clarification on that momentarily. But anyway, this is going to be another uphill climb for the Goslings. Penalties have been really the biggest issue for Watertown in this game. They have overcome a couple of those, but certainly some untimely penalties. The personal foul penalties will really get you, and Watertown has seen a couple of them here today. .109 left to play. Still have a difference here. The yard marker on the field again says second down, and it is third down on the scoreboard. So we'll see what officially is. They've had 1:19 back on the clock now. So they put 10 seconds back on. Callan Smith is in the backfield as the running back. Camrath calls the play at the line, backs up, He's back to pass. The throw is incomplete. Off the hands of Callan Smith. He couldn't hang on.
Cambridge's pass intended for Callan Smith falls incomplete.
And now it should be getting very hard to tell. I believe it's third down. Scoreboard says fourth, but I believe it is third. Now they change it. It is third and 15. And the penalty after the hold backed up the Goslings, and we'll see if they have any of that magic here on third down. They're just going to hand it off. Callan Smith doing a good job to get to the edge, and he is going to be knocked out just shy of the 20. We'll see where they mark it. It's going to be fourth down and maybe 5 on the play. We'll see the official marker. They're wondering how the Goslings would approach things with such little time left. They're just going to punt it away here on fourth down and 5. Beavers brought the pressure. This kick is going to be fair caught. Probably should have taken it out if you're Avery Prue, who was the return man.
Is fielded by number 3, Avery Prue.
And so it'll be Beaver football. Ball's down right in front of us here, so it'll be at about the 42-yard line. And that is where the Beavers are going to start this drive. So still a minute 2. And you got to wonder how the Beavers know now approach. Again, typically they're sticking to the run. That's what they do here with Mendoza, and he is going to be stopped around the 45-yard line. And so
Mendoza on the carry.
Clock is continuing to wind. Ryan Bergman was in on the tackle. 43 seconds and counting left. They're going back to the air. Flag is down. Whistles are going to blow this play dead.
Flag in the play.
Let's see what they call. Be a false start on Beaver Dam. Looked like they had too many guys moving at the same time, so
penalties against the Beavers.
that will back up the Beavers yet again. It'll be second down and 13 for the Beavers. This ball will be placed on the 41-yard line. Again, only 33 seconds left. We got a hold up here for some reason. Try to reset the game clock. I believe they're going to reset it to 40 seconds. They are. So 40 seconds left here before halftime. Now the clock will wind. Bryant rolls to his left. He'll have to throw against his body. The pass is caught by Kyler Keel down the sideline. And it's a first down, and the clock will stop
Number 15, Kyler Keel.
with 30 seconds left.
Results in a Beaver Dam first down.
Christian Robles was there to knock him out of bounds, but the Beavers will move the chains. That might be exactly what they needed here. Again,
First and 10.
we were wondering how they would approach this drive with just a little over a minute left, and now the big pass play might have them thinking differently with one timeout remaining. Bryant goes back to the air. He's feeling confident. He's going for Keel again, and this one's intercepted. He overthrew it, and the Goslings get a big interception here right before the half.
Bryant's pass is intercepted by the Goslings.
So a big interception for Watertown, and it is going to be Gosling football with 17 seconds left. It was Christian Robles on the interception. Another flag on the field, I believe. See what the call is. Another personal foul against Watertown. Man, oh man, that has been the killer here in this first half for the Goslings are these penalties. So going into the half, you'll think that's something they're going to want to clean up before they come back out here for the second half. We'll see how aggressive they want to be with just 17 seconds left. Camerath is back in the shotgun. They got two receivers to the left, one to the right. Camerath is just going to step up, take a knee, and that will take us to halftime. We have a whistle and a timeout. Beaver Dam. That's their final timeout. Kind of bizarre to call a timeout with 11 seconds left. You think they would just let it go to halftime, but nonetheless, that is what they do, call the timeout. Suppose you never know, anything can happen in this game, so turnovers are always there, and so I guess why not take your last timeout? But usually we just see that one wind down and head to halftime. Coming up at halftime, we are going to have the dance team on the field with alumni. We're also going to get the marching band. Along with the homecoming alumni in court, which will be presented all at halftime. So we'll have a bit of an extended halftime period. And now the Goslings will take a final knee. And we're going to head in to the locker room. So at halftime, here in Watertown, I'm not sure what the confusion is about here. The clock, for some reason, has stopped with 8 seconds left. It should just be winding, and it will. So at the half, Watertown will lead the Beavers 14-7. Again, somebody's got to get in the win column tonight, you would think, right? Gosling's up by a touchdown here as we head to the half. I'm not sure what the confusion on the field is. Almost the entire Gosling sideline has went into the locker room. Meanwhile, the Beavers are still out on the field. Coach Camerath is out there talking with the officials. I don't know. I really can't tell you what's going on right now. This is here come the Goslings. They are making their way back out onto the field. This is bizarre. Clock stopped at 8 seconds, and there was seems like a brief period of confusion, and now for some reason the Goslings are making their way back out, so I'm assuming they're going to put some time back on the clock. 7 seconds. Not sure why they stopped the play. Here comes the rest of the Gosling.
It appears that Beaver Dam's getting an extra timeout here, so
locker room. So I guess Beaver Dam got, I'm confused. They already had used all 3 timeouts, so I guess they're going to say they got a timeout in. I mean, it's kind of bizarre. They didn't have a timeout, but well, I guess that's the case here. Camerath is just going to keep it and run it. And now that will take us to half. All right. And now a flag comes in.
Your halftime score.
Oh, goodness.
Watertown 14.
So just hold on 1 second here, locker rooms. I've never seen the half end quite like this. There's a flag on the play. Beaver Dam is now making their way to the locker room, but now they are stopping. I'm not sure what's happening here again. Another flag down. The marching band is making their way on the field, but they may have to make their way back off. A lot of confusion here at the end of the first half. Again, that flag came in after the play. So there might be some indication of personal foul. I think okay, so they do call on sportsmanlike conduct. Assuming that play will be assessed on the kickoff to begin the second half. Typically that's what will happen on a personal foul or unsportsmanlike conduct call. And that is the case here. So officially we can say at the half, the Goslings lead the Beavers 14-7. A good showing early for the Goslings through the air, but
For your halftime entertainment, we saw
Beaver Dam does a nice job in the second half of
and their alumni.
putting on the brakes
Nagel, class of 2000,
and scoring in their own right.
class of 2016.
So here in for the halftime show again, we're going to get the dance team out here
See that class of 2000.
with the alumni. We're also going to get the marching band,
Vanessa Young, class of
and the homecoming court will be recognized. So we'll take
class of
a little bit of a
ladies and gentlemen, Watertown.
break here at halftime, and we will turn it over to the Watertown Blue Review and the marching band.
Your halftime entertaining continues with the Watertown Gosling Marching Band. Good evening, Gosling fans tonight. The Gosling Marching Band presents their 2022 field show Endeavor 1992. The band's performance tonight is dedicated to the astronauts, scientists, and pilots around the world who work to explore and make new discoveries in space. The Marching Goslings honor Watertown native and mission commander Dan Brandenstein as they celebrate the 30th anniversary of the maiden voyage of the Space Shuttle Endeavour. Musical selections include enterprising young men from Star Trek, A Million Dreams from The Greatest Showman, and Elton John's classic Rocket Man. The Watertown High School Marching Band is under the direction of Chad Martin and Reed Ledoux, with color guard coach Shannon Schultz and drumline coach Steve Lee. The band is conducted by drum majors Karis Johnson and Emma Schwantes. Here is your very own Pride of Watertown Gosling Marching Band.
Sounds perfect. They're just walking across then.
Marching Championships at UW Whitewater on October 15th. Good luck, Marching Goslings. Gentlemen, at this time, we'd like to acknowledge our distinguished alumni 2022. Eric Grimm grew up in Watertown and was a 1982 graduate from Watertown High School. He was active in sports and other extracurricular activities, lettering in tennis, participating in multiple drama and musical productions, the debate and forensics teams, serving as the drum major for the marching band, and captaining the math team Rimlets to the state championship competition in Madison. 1985 graduate at the University of Wisconsin-Madison, Dr. Rim went on to complete his doctoral degree in epidemiology at Harvard. Joining the faculty in 1993, he was now a professor of epidemiology and nutrition at the Harvard T.H. Chan School and professor of medicine at the Harvard Medical School. He has published over 850 original research articles, mentored dozens of PhD students, received over $100 million in research grants, and is internationally recognized for his extensive research in nutrition and nutrition policy. He has volunteered for 2 decades on the board of directors of Project Bread, the anti-hunger organization in Massachusetts. He continues to research how to improve the National School Lunch Program, WSE, and the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program. He served on senior advisory committees for the American Heart Association, National Academy of Sciences, National Institutes of Health, the USDA, and on the 2010 U.S. Dietary Guidelines for Americans. He is also a nutritional advisor to the Boston Red Sox and the Liverpool Football Club in the English Premier League. His true love through the years, despite his accomplishments in Watertown and beyond, are his extended family, his parents, siblings, and his wife of over 3 decades, Allison, and their 2 children, Hannah and Isaac. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating the 2022 Distinguished Alumni Award winner, Dr. Eric Grimm. And at this time, we would like to recognize the 2022 Homecoming Court. Members of the court will be walking across the track as I call their names. We start by recognizing Xander Allen and Samantha Hernandez. Next up, Drew Scheid and Ashley Schulze. Next we have James Walker and Cheyenne Gold. Next up, Denzel Esquivel and Ava Lynn Clyde. Next we recognize Wyatt Stephanos and Abby Walsh. Next up is Eli Sloan and Callie Feeder. Next we have Rob Hauschild and Michaela Fessler. Next we have Tanner Pyrick and Ava Aschenfelter. Next is Joe Trudella and Riley Bilgren. And this year's King and Queen, Ben Gifford and Emily Ryan. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for your 2022 homecoming court. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the field, your Watertown Goslings.
We are back here at Watertown High School. 14-7, Goslings lead the Beavers at the halftime as we get set for the second half momentarily. We saw a lot in that first half from Landon Bent, and he is expected to see a lot here in the second half. So 2 touchdown passes through the air for Reese Kamrath, both of those to Landon Fent.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please. If we could have Alyssa Gazina, please come to the announcers booth. Once again, Alyssa Gazina.
Meanwhile, for the Beavers,
The announcers booth.
it was a touchdown pass
Time now for your 50-50 drawing. Get out those red tickets. Once again,
from Eli Bryant to Michael Fox.
drawing.
The only points of the game for the Beavers.
Tonight's winner of
A lot of confusion before the half occurred as we had the clock stopped
8,
in extra time,
6, 8,
and
4, 0, 8,
again still
6, 8.
trying to figure out what that confusion was all about, but it appears
To the announcers booth. Thank you.
as though there was a personal foul penalty called on the Goslings at the end in sportsmanlike conduct. So assuming that's the case, this kickoff will be in favor of the Beavers in one way or another, as both teams will finish warming up here before the half. The officials this evening: Daryl Schultz, Bob Schneck, John Noga, Thomas Beer, and Brent Miller. They have been throwing a lot of laundry here early on today, so we'll have to see if that will continue here in the second half.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of tonight's 50-50 raffle was David Grimm, the brother of our distinguished alumni winner, Dr. Eric Grimm. And he donated all $230 back to Watertown Athletics. Thank you very much for your generosity. Thank you everyone for participating in the 50-50 raffle.
All right, so we are about set here for kickoff here in the second half. Again, there was a sportsmanlike conduct penalty at the end of the first half against Watertown, so that means they're going to have to kick off from the 25-yard line. Usually they would kick off from the 40, but because of that unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, Beaver Dam is going to get good field position here to start the half. Now, it appeared as though what the confusion was over the fact that Beaver Dam had an extra timeout. At least it appeared as though they did. I couldn't figure it out. I thought they used all 3 timeouts, but they were awarded, it seems, an extra timeout. Obviously, the Watertown sideline did not enjoy that fact, and they got the unsportsmanlike penalty at the end of the half. Again, this is a squib kick. Oh, that ball is muffed. And the Beavers, like we said, are going to get really good starting field position from the 46-yard line about. And that is where Eli Bryant and company will start things out for the Beavers. Ryan Bergman made the tackle on the kickoff. Brock Brush was the return man.
Their drive from the 46-yard line.
So again, this drive begins from the 46. First and 10. Eli Bryant, the give to Mendoza, and he will get across midfield, close to the 49-yard line of Watertown. We'll see where they will mark it. Zach Scher was in on the tackle. And for Beaver Dam in that first half, it was a lot of Cameron Mendoza, and we can assume we will probably see a lot of him again here in the second half.
2nd and 6 for the Beavers.
Again, the field position definitely in favor of the Beavers. A unsportsmanlike conduct at the end of the first half. Backed Watertown up on the kickoff, so that really benefits the Beavers here. There is a... I thought I saw a flag come in on the far side. We'll see. The tackle made on the play by Isaac Carpenter as Mendoza was brought down. Flag is in, and it is personal foul, a face mask,
Last play, face mask
against Watertown.
Goslings.
That's been the one thing that the Goslings have been unable to do is lay off the penalties. It's been a problem in the first half and already a factor here in the second half. So Beaver Dam has to run all the way up.
1st and 10 Beavers from the 34-yard line.
Eli Bryant again in the pistol formation. They're stacking the box again. It's a handoff to Mendoza. His carry is a decent one. Again, it's going to be for about a gain of 5. They'll mark him down around the 30-yard line. Xander Allen was in there on the tackle. It'll be 2nd down and 4 for Beaver Dam. So they give him 6 on the carry. Bryant in the shotgun again. This time it's a pitch outside to Mendoza. He's got a lot of room, and he's brought down just inside the 20-yard line. A nice gain on 2nd down and 4, and it'll be a 1st down for the Beavers.
Tackle by Christian Rolls.
So again, Beaver Dam sticking with the run game. It brought him to the dance. Their one touchdown was through the air in this game into Michael Fox from Eli Bryant, who again is in the inverted pistol formation. Handoff up the middle goes to Mendoza again. He gains a couple of yards, and that's about it.
Mendoza on the carry.
So they move the ball up to the 17-yard line. It's going to be 2nd down and 8 for Beaver Dam. Mendoza, the running back again. Bryant pitches it to him. Mendoza gets the edge, finds his way to the first down marker, and he's knocked out of bounds right at the marker. And so Beaver Dam will once again be moving the chains on this drive. They'll pick up about 8 for Mendoza, and once again the run game
And it's first and goal for the Beavers.
is becoming a factor here for Beaver Dam. They have rode that run game quite a bit in this game, and they are doing it again here. Once again, inverted pistol formation for Bryant and the Beavers. The give is to Mendoza. He will fight his way forward inside the 5.
Mendoza the ball carrier that time for Beaver Dam.
That's going to be close to
Brings
the
up second and goal.
3-yard line, and so it's going to be second and goal for the Beavers. I'm going to say the ball's on the 2. So Beaver Dam trying to go down the field in their opening drive. Again, a lot of help with that unsportsmanlike conduct penalty at the end of the first half. They give it to Mendoza. He is into the end zone for a touchdown.
Mendoza on the carry for the Beavers, and he's in for the touchdown.
A statement drive for the Beavers to begin the second half. And they're on the board first. Going to try to make the extra point to tie this game up at 14 apiece. Dane Stunnell to add the extra point. It is good. And the Beavers have tied it up on their opening drive here in the second half.
14. Beaver Dam, 14.
It'll be interesting to see how the Goslings answer after that drive goes right down the field. Again, riding the run game on that drive. Cameron Mendoza, he's been a big factor all season long, and that is his 7th rushing touchdown on the year for Beaver Dam. Again, he is becoming a factor here for the Beavers. The last 2 kickoffs we saw had field position in favor of the Beavers. This time we're actually going to get a normal kickoff from the 40-yard line. Goslings have 2 men back to receive this kick. We'll see who gets it. It is Landon Fent across the 20, now the 25, and now across the 30. He's knocked out of bounds near the 35-yard line. We'll see where they mark him out, but it is fairly close to that 35-yard line marker. It'll probably be the 34. So a good kickoff return for Landon Fent. Puts the Goslings in good position here on their opening drive.
Goslings begin their drive, 1st and 10 from the 34-yard line.
Anytime you can get field position beyond the 20 to start your drive, that is typically going to be considered good starting field position, and that's what the Goslings have here. Handoff here goes to Smith. He is still on his feet. He's got a first down, and the Goslings will move the chains.
Callan Smith on the carry for the Gosling. He breaks through.
Callan Smith stumbling the whole way, but he gets the first down for the Goslings. The chains are moving. The clock is moving. Camrath moves up to the line to set the play. Always got to pay attention to where Landon Fent is on the field. He's in the slot here. He had the big touchdown reception from Reese Camrath earlier in the game. Play action. Camrath has to get rid of it, and he's going to throw it to the sideline. Incomplete. And Camrath was hit.
It is incomplete. There's a flag on the play.
A flag is down. Camrath is down as well. Hudson Frederick was the intended receiver. Let's see what the call is here.
Roughing the passer was the
It's
penalty
going to be
against the Beavers.
roughing the passer. It seemed as that was the indication from the get-go, and so Watertown is going to get a first down and more here. This will move them into Beaver Dam territory. Ball will be placed at the 40-yard line of Beaver Dam. Talked about the impact that Landon Fent has had in this game. Always got to find him on the field. They do give it on the ground to Callan Smith, who was all of a sudden moving the chains for the Goslings here in the second half.
Callan Smith, the ball carrier that time for the Goslings.
We've talked about these contrasts and styles, but all of a sudden Watertown has kept it on the ground a little bit here.
4-yard gain on the play. That's 2nd and 6.
Not a bad idea to mix it up a little bit after the interception on their last offensive drive. Camrath goes to the line, calls the play, now back in the shotgun, and he's going to look over to his sideline and get the play call from his head coach. Again, Camrath to the line, calls the play, and a flag is down. It's going to be a delay of game against Watertown.
Penalty against the Goslings.
So that is not what you're looking for if you're the Goslings. Again, we talked about those penalties. They have been a factor here for Watertown in this game, and once again, a factor there. Second and 11, Camrath back to the air, incomplete, and a flag comes in. The interesting part about this is neither defender from the Beaver Dam side got their head turned around, and that's why they threw the flag. So it's going to be pass interference called. Boston Damon and Leo George were both back there, and both had their heads turned the wrong way. They were not able to get their head turned around. So even though the ball ends up a bit underthrown, it's pass interference, and the Goslings will get set up.
First and 10 Goslings from the 25.
At the 25-yard line. Again, shotgun formation for Camrath. He's going to look over to his sideline and check out what the play call is here. They go to the ground, nowhere to go this time. That's a big play by Aiden Garcia, who came through on the play, and the Beavers get a stop for a loss on first down. It's going to be 2nd and 12 for the Goslings here.
Second and 12 for the Goslings.
Camrath again in the shotgun. High snap. Camrath rolls a little to his right, throws and slings it out of bounds. Intended for Landon Fent.
Pass intended for Fent falls incomplete. There's a flag on the play.
We do have a flag down again, so we'll hold on. There's been a lot of laundry here in this ball game. See what the call is here as they sort it out. The call is a hold, and again, I mentioned earlier how sometimes the longer the quarterback has the ball, the longer, the more likely, the flag will come in for holding, and that's exactly what we see there. It's going to be second down and 23. They're way back at the 38 now. Camrath again in the shotgun. Smith, the running back, to his right. Camrath rolls to his right, puts it in the air, and he overthrows. Landon Fent, they've been looking for that play, and they just have not been able to connect.
Fent falls incomplete. Third and long for the Goslings.
Reese Camrath again getting some instruction from his head coach here. Third and long, 23 yards to be exact. It's going to take a lot here. Camrath in the shotgun. Again, they check the sideline to see what the call is going to be here. Camrath, looked like they were trying to set up a screen. He's just got to throw it away, and it's incomplete, and it's fourth down, and a flag comes in late. So we'll have to see what the flag is. It was sure thrown in the area of where you would think holding may be the call, but maybe they got Camrath late here. We'll see what the call is. Might be roughing the passer. Again, a lot of flags on the field here in this game, and it is really becoming a factor here. We'll see neither team has moved just yet, so the officials are having a long conversation about what the play is going to be called here. Early indication may be that it's against Watertown, but we will see. Again, the officials still trying to sort this out. So I believe we have offsetting penalties, at least from what I can tell here. They call unsportsmanlike conduct on both teams. So it's going to be fourth down for the Goslings, and they're going to have to punt. Boy, that is... We talked about earlier on the penalties really hurting Watertown, and again, that is the case. Landon Fent will punt it away, and that ball was almost muffed, but somehow retrieved by Avery Prue at inside the 10. Going to be tough starting field position here for the Beavers.
Ladies and gentlemen, this time we want to recognize Richter HVAC as a super anchor sponsor of the
Zach Shear was in on the tackle on that play.
WHS Athletics have experienced a great partnership over the years.
So it'll be first and 10 here from their own 8-yard line for the Beavers. It's going to be a tough go here on this drive. The handoff goes to Mendoza.
Mendoza on the carry that time for the Beavers.
He is spun down. Again, that last drive for Beaver Dam, they went right down the field with the run game, so we'll see
5-yard gain on the play.
if they try to do that again. Christian Robles, who has the interception earlier on was the man who made the stop on that play. 2nd down and 5 for the Beavers. Ball on the 12-yard line. Handoff again, goes to Mendoza. He's going to break free. Mendoza all the way down the sideline, across midfield, and he's brought down near the 35 of Watertown. So a big play will put Beaver Dam in Watertown territory, and all of a sudden, the momentum has completely shifted in this ball game. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Beavers from the 35-yard line. We'll get the chain gang down here after the big gain from Mendoza. Again, both teams are just looking to get in the win column, and it'll be very important here for both sides to try to get in. Bryant, the give is to the up back. This time it was Landon Samaru on the carry.
Number 2, Landon Semrau, ball carrier that time for the Beavers.
Excuse me, Landon Semrau.
By Owen Schulberg.
Again, it's been a lot of Cameron Mendoza. He scored his 7th rushing touchdown of the season earlier on today to begin the second half. Remember, they had good field position because of the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty that Watertown had before the half. Eli Bryant, again, the pitch goes to Mendoza. He is just going to plow his way to a 1st down, and the Beavers are going to move the chains yet again.
Mendoza, the ball carrier for Beaver Dam.
This ball's going to be spotted at the 21-yard line.
Play results in a Beaver 1st down.
And again, the Beavers will move the chains, and they will get a 1st and 10. There's some substitutions coming in for the Goslings, trying to find some answers to get a stop in the run game, because that's what Beaver Dam is beating them with right now. I can't imagine they're going to go away from the run game. They give it to Mendoza again, and he trips his way forward. Just inside the 15-yard line. At about the 14. And it's going to be a 2nd down and 3 coming up for the Beavers. Beaver Dam has really controlled the pace here in the second half with their run game. That has been the story. In the second half, they have tied the game, and now they are driving again. Handoff to Mendoza. He finds a hole, and he's going to score. Touchdown, Beavers. Cameron Mendoza shushes the student section, and he puts Beaver Dam up 20-14. And just like that, momentum has fully swung in favor of the Beavers.
Dane Still on to attempt the point out for the Beavers.
Dean Snell will add, the extra point was blocked. It is no good. And so the good news is it's still a 6-point game and that it was blocked. So that's the good news for Watertown. The extra point was blocked. So again, the run game is a factor here for Beaver Dam. Cameron Mendoza has just scored his 8th rushing touchdown on the season, and when they put a focus on running the ball, I mean, that's what we're going to see quite a bit, and that is what we saw there. So with 3:03 left here in the third quarter, it's Beaver Dam 20 and Watertown 14. Again, 2 men will be back for Watertown to receive this kickoff. Dane Steno will kick it off. And we have whistles here blowing this play dead. Beaver Dam was offsides. A lot of laundry in this game. And a busy day for Daryl Schultz, the referee. So they backed them up 5 yards, and Beaver Dam will be set to kick it off again. 3:03 left here in the third quarter. It's a short kick. Again, they will take the return near the 30. That time they faked the hand around. It was Brady Schauer who, excuse me, it's Ralph Houndschild on the return. And so the Goslings will start this drive from their own 30-yard line. It is a very important drive here for the Goslings as they try to get into the end zone again. They had a great first quarter, and then things did not go so well in the second quarter, and they had a big interception which turned the game around, and Beaver Dam has been able to capitalize since. And they now lead 20-14. Meanwhile, the give on the ground here, man, oh man, what a run. Oh, that was Callan Smith in there again. It is. He fights forward. What appears to be close to 7 yards. We'll see when they mark it here officially, but it is going to be a gain of 7. Ball will be placed on the 37. And now Camrath in the shotgun. They fake the handoff. Back to the air they go. It's Landon Fent who has the first down. And he is dropped in the secondary after getting the first down, and the Goslings will move the chains. And another flag is down. But that has been the theme of the day. It seems every other play we are seeing a penalty come flying in. Brandon Semrau was back in coverage. Don't know if they're going to get him for a flag on the hit. It was a bit of a rough hit, but I don't know if it was enough to jar a flag. We'll see what they call here. Either way, Watertown's got a first down. A big first down. They needed something to start to gain some positive momentum. Let's see what the call is here. They're moving the ball up. And so it is going to be against Beaver Dam. And again, the official, you can see him. There have been so many unsportsmanlike conduct penalties, personal fouls, that he is having a conversation with both the offense and the defense here, and just trying to remind the guys to play with sportsmanship. And there you see it again, unsportsmanlike conduct to call.
Unsportsmanlike conduct is the penalty against the Beavers.
That is, it's just a killer for both teams, and it has been all day long. But again, I'm sure sportsmanship is going to be a big conversation from both coaches. And again, you got to commend the referees here a little bit for bringing both these offenses and defenses together a bit and reminding them of that. It's a passionate sport, there's no doubt about it, but the unsportsmanlike penalties have been quite apparent today for both teams. A long delay here. And Daryl Schultz is going to come over and have a conversation with Coach Camrath. Again, they may be talking to both coaches about the unsportsmanlike penalties in this game thus far. Again, you got to give some credit to the WIA officials for trying to calm this down a bit. So after a little bit of a lengthy delay, we'll be back to a first down and 10 for the Goslings. They give it to Callan Smith. He's had a good second half, and he will get the ball and push his way forward across the 35-yard line. And taking a look at the line judge here, he is standing right at the 35. There is a flag down. We'll see what the call is this time. It's going to go backwards. A hold against Watertown. And so that will back the Goslings up. Not what they needed at this point in time. The good news is they will repeat the down. First down and 20, I guess 21, whatever you want to say it here. Ball is going to be placed back at the 49. And now the Goslings moved off sides, and that's going to back them up another 5 yards. Man, oh man, it has been
false start against the Goslings. This is penalty.
3 straight plays now where we've had a flag.
It will remain first down.
Not a clean game at all for either team, and so just when it seems like the Goslings gain some momentum, all of a sudden they head back the other way. First and way long. The pass is dropped, and it's going to be Beaver Dam football, I believe, and it is. They're going to say it was a catch and a drop and a fumble for Landon Fent. Oh, I'm sorry. They're going to call it an interception. My view is a little obstructed here, so I apologize. But, man, that looked like... Wow, all of a sudden momentum has fully shifted in favor of the Beavers. So the Beavers are going to get the ball here at the 40-yard line. Again, they're going to bunch the line of scrimmage. They've had so much success running the ball, I can assume that's exactly where they'll go back to, and that's exactly what we see. Cameron Mendoza will fight his way forward.
Cameron Mendoza, the ball carrier for the Beavers.
It'll be about a 2nd down and 3 coming up, a gain of 7 on first down for the Beavers. And again, we have the official stopping play. The fans are booing. There's been a lot of stoppage. And now they will wind the clock, and here we go again. Mendoza on the carry. He finds another hole and a first down for Beaver Dam.
Mendoza, the ball carrier for the Beavers.
It has not been a pretty game for Watertown, especially when it comes to stopping the run, and they have been decimated today by Cameron Mendoza. And again, they pretty much stick to running the ball, does Beaver Dam. We've seen them pass, I think, maybe 3 times today. One of those was a touchdown. And again, we have the refs holding up play for a minute. I heard the crowd booing a moment ago with the refs taking a while to spot this football. Here we go again. Ball is spotted. Clock will wind. Bryant in the shotgun, and they give it on the carry here again. I believe it was Mendoza again. And another Beaver Dam first down. And right now it just seems that Watertown can't stop the run, and until they can, Beaver Dam is going to make them stop the run. That is going to wind down the third quarter here in Watertown. So what started as a 14-0 Gosling start has dissipated. It is now 20-14 Beaver Dam, and they are on the move once again as we head to the fourth quarter. It'll be interesting. We've seen 2 turnovers, 2 interceptions from Reese Camrath in this game, and so that has really kept Beaver Dam in this game, and we'll see moving forward if Watertown can get a stop, because they have not shown they can stop the run game here in the second half. We'll have to see if they'll be able to do that. As we begin the fourth quarter, it'll be a 2nd down and 1 for the Beavers. Ball will be placed on the 35-yard line of Watertown. Bryant gets the snap, and the pitch goes to Mendoza again. He's been very successful on the ground. He's got a first down. And that will move the chains once again for the Beavers. They will place this one at the 30-yard line. Again, we're just talking about how we don't know if Watertown can stop the run. They have not shown that they can here in the second half. We'll have to see. Again, Mendoza gets the carry, and again, it's a big run, and once again, a first down carry for Cameron Mendoza, who has played a really good game here tonight.
Cameron Mendoza on the carry for Beaver Dam, and the first down.
Aiden Koba was in there on the tackle for the Goslings. First and 10 Beaver Dam from the 17. Bryant in the inverted shotgun again. The give is to Mendoza. He stutter steps his way into the end zone. Is he in? Yes, he is. It's a touchdown for Beaver Dam.
Mendoza on the carry for the Beavers, and he's in for the touchdown.
They may go for 2 here to try to make this a 2-score game. They miss. Remember, the extra point was blocked. That is a crushing blow for this Watertown defense. Unable to get the stop. The Beavers capitalize on the turnover. There's now 8 interceptions on the year by Reese Camrath. Again, they're going to line up to go for 2. Bryant the pitch to Mendoza. He is going to be stopped short, so they deny the 2-point conversion. So that's a big stop.
The carry and the 2-point conversion attempt is unsuccessful for the Beavers.
And so that will
Your score, Watertown 14.
keep the score at 26-14. So Beaver Dam leaves 2 points off the board. The band trying to fire up the student section here as we are down to 10:57 left to play here in the fourth quarter. starting to get a little chilly up here in the booth. You know, it is football weather, no doubt, but it still is a little chilly for us. We're not out there on the field in this football weather. So at 10:57 left, Beaver Dam is going to send it back to Watertown. Every drive from here on out's got to be clean for the Goslings, no doubt. That kickoff is going to be headed out of bounds, so that'll be a flag on Beaver Dam. So it's going to be good starting field position for Watertown.
Sandals kickoff rolls out of bounds for the Beavers. First and 10 Goslings from the 35-yard line.
So because of the kick going out of bounds, the Goslings are going to get the ball at the 35. Again, really good starting field position for Watertown. Camrath getting the call from the sideline. Shotgun formation once again. Callan Smith to his left. Camrath back to pass, looking deep, and he overthrows his man just slightly. He was looking for Zach Scher, and he just overthrew him.
Second and 10 for the Goslings.
It'll be second down and 10 for Watertown from the 35. They certainly have that big play ability to strike quickly. We saw that earlier in this game. Landon Fenton caught a 4th and 6 pass from Reese Camrath that put them up 14-0 at that time. Now 26-14 Beaver Dam. They've scored 26 unanswered points here. They give it to Callan Smith, and he is going to be stopped for a loss. So
Smith on the carry for Watertown.
a lot of misdirection at the beginning of that play, and Smith unable to get free at all. It'll be third down and 12. Ball will be on the 33-yard line. Snap the Camrath. He rolls to his left, throws, and he's got a man. It is Landon Fent at a first down. Excuse me, it is Zach Scher on the reception. And a first down for the Goslings. That is a big play. They needed it, and they got it. So that'll put the ball at the 47-yard line of Beaver Dam. And it'll be a first and 10. Well, confusion here for Watertown once again. They might have to spend a timeout. We'll see what they decide to do. Camrath here in the shotgun. Snap. Goes the Camrath. He is looking to his right the whole way. He's got a man, and it's caught for the touchdown. Zach Scher from Reese Camrath, and the Goslings strike just like that. And we once again have a ball game here at Watertown High School.
Davis Cashin on to attempt the point after.
It'll be Davis Cashin who will come on, and he will look to try and tack on the extra point. And his kick is good, and so the Goslings have cut this game within 5.
21. Beaver Dam, 26.
Again, Beaver Dam left 2 points off the board with the block extra point, and then they tried to go for 2, and they were unsuccessful. So it's a 5-point game. Watertown striking quickly. There's still plenty of time. 9:31 left to play here in the fourth quarter. And now all of a sudden, pressure turns back to that Watertown offense to try to get a stop. It has been a struggle to stop the run game here in the second half.
Realty Executives Platinum as a super anchor sponsor.
That'll be the challenge for Watertown here.
Realty Executives and WHS Athletics have experienced a long-standing partnership. And WHS looks forward to many more years with Realty Executives Platinum. Thank you once again.
So after the scoring drive for the Goslings, the lead is cut to 5. It is 26-21, Beaver Dam. They're about to get the ball back here, and again, sort of a squib kick. Retrieved just inside the 20, and a good return out across the 40. And once again, Beaver Dam is going to get good starting field position here. That was Brock Brush on the return.
Sloan Kellen on the tackle for the Goslings.
Sloan Kellen made the tackle on the kickoff, so this ball will be placed at the 44-yard line, and that is where this drive will begin for Beaver Dam. Again, they're going to stack the box here offensively on first down. Bryant in the inverted pistol again, the handoff to Mendoza, and he is going to get just a couple of yards over to the left side. That's kind of a big win for Watertown. They've been giving up some big chunks on the ground, so that was a nice stop for only a couple of yards, and it's going to be 2nd and 8 from the 46.
Gain of 2 on the play, and it's 2nd and 8.
So we talked about how quickly the momentum seemed to swing towards Beaver Dam, and all of a sudden that pendulum is swinging back the other way a little bit. 2nd and 8 again. Mendoza delayed, and a nice run again from Cameron Mendoza. He's been doing it all night. He gets close to the first down marker. He'll be about a yard shy. Well, maybe say a couple yards shy. It'll be 3rd down and 2. Ball will be placed at the 48-yard line.
3rd and 2 for Beaver Dam.
So a big down here for the Goslings to try to get off the field. Might be 2-down territory, no matter what way you look at it. Bryant in the shotgun. Again, they're stacking the box. Mendoza's got a 1st down and more, and the Beavers are going to move the chains once again.
Mendoza up the middle for Beaver Dam. Play results in a 1st down.
And so they'll move it up to the 42 of Watertown. 1st and 10 for the Beavers. 7:48 left to play. Clock continuing to wind, and once again, it seems as though if the Goslings can't stop the run game, they're just going to keep going back to it. That's what they have here. It's a big run, and it's going to be a touchdown for Beaver Dam.
Landon Semrau on the carry that time for Beaver Dam, and he's in for the touchdown.
Landon Semrau scores for the Beavers. And it's 32-21. And we'll see what Beaver Dam elects to do here. They missed one extra point. It was blocked. Then they attempted a 2-point conversion, and that was no good. And now they're going to go back to attempting an extra point. The kick is good, right down the middle. And it's 33-21 Beavers. Wow, what a momentum killer for the Beavers. Again, we talked about Watertown having to be able to stop that run. Once again, they were unable to do so, and Beaver Dam capitalizes. With 7:31 left in this game. It is a 12-point lead. If you're Watertown, you probably got to strike fairly quickly. Penalties have been at least down a bit here past couple of drives, so that is a good sign. But again, this was a 14-0 game in favor of the Goslings at one point, and now a 2-score game in favor
Set to kick on for the Beavers.
of the Beavers. This kick is going to be returned, and it's going to be Landon Fent who will bring it out across the 30, so pretty good starting field position here for the Goslings. Again, 7:25 left to play in this one, and the Goslings are going to have to probably have clean drives, no penalties, no turnovers, obviously. That's going to be the big key here for the Goslings with 7:25 left to play. Camrath in the shotgun. The handoff is to Kellen Smith.
Kellen Smith on the carry for Watertown.
Who gained maybe a yard. We'll see where they mark it.
He's tackled for a loss in his second down.
I'm sorry, they're going to say he lost 2 yards. So it's going to be 2nd down and 12. Ball is on the 30-yard line, their own 30. Camrath again trying to get the play call from the sideline. It's interesting because the run, and we're going to get a timeout. And the communication has seemingly been off a little bit tonight.
Watertown, their first time out of half.
For the Goslings, they spent all 3 of their timeouts in the first quarter, in the first half. They've been a little bit more preserved here in the second half. That's only their first timeout, so they have 2 remaining. So again, looking back on this one, it's been a wild ride. If you have stuck with us, it was 14-7 at halftime in favor of the Goslings, and then an unsportsmanlike conduct call set up Beaver Dam in good field position to begin the second half, and they went right down the field and tied this game, and Beaver Dam controlled it pretty much ever since. The Goslings brought it within 5, but then again a quick strike from the Beavers put it back up 33-21 now. Again, 6:47 left to play in this ball game. Still plenty of time, so no reason for Watertown to really try to force anything or deviate from their game plan. And there's going to be a pass that's intercepted. Oh, goodness.
Landon Fent's pass attempt is intercepted by number
So they do a
George.
little bit of trickery there. Landon Fent tried to throw it to Reese Camrath, and it was underthrown. And it is Leo George who made the interception. I'm not sure about that play call in that situation, but again, no reason to deviate from the game plan and try to do too much, and that's what happens, I guess. 33-21, and the Beavers will get the ball back. Again, stacking the line. The give, and this is going to be an easy touchdown for Beaver Dam.
Landon Semrau is in.
Once again, Landon Semrau with his second touchdown of the day. An unfortunate turn of events here for Watertown. They had momentum in this game, and it is dissipated quickly. That extra point is missed wide to the left, but it is still a three-score game, 39-21, Beaver Dam. It's going to be a tough road here for the Goslings if they're going to come back in this one. Boy, I still don't know about that trickery play call. Just doesn't seem like the right time to call it, in my opinion. But again, we'll see if the Goslings can somehow fight their way back in this one. 6:27 left to play. Watertown had probably some high hopes that they could win this game today, being the fact that it is homecoming and got a good crowd, and if they're going to fight back in this one, it's going to take a lot. This kick is going to be retrieved just inside the 10. Landon Fent is taken down. Pretty good return here for Fent.
On the return for the Goslings.
He'll take it up near the 30. We'll see where they mark it. They will mark it right at the 30. And so the Goslings will start there with a first down and 10. And again, the last drive ending in an interception. They've had 3 drives resulting in an interception today, and that has been crucial for this Watertown team, especially when they have momentum and they've been unable to keep it. Gonzalez is in the backfield now as a running back. Camerath gets the snap, quick pass. It is Zach Scher, and he will get a good gain here on first down. They're going to move the chains.
Complete to Zach Scher for the Goslings. First down.
So pretty good call. That's one of those bubble screen type plays, and Goslings will move the chains. Clock will roll. 6:10 left to play. 39-21. An 18-point game. Camrath checks back over to the sideline. Now calls the play at the line of scrimmage. We got a whistle and a timeout called by Watertown. That's their second. They have 1 left in this game.
Second timeout back.
Interesting, the clock management we talked about at the beginning. All 3 timeouts in the first quarter in that first half, and now plenty of time left here, and they only have 1 timeout remaining, so we'll see what they draw up here. Again, they've had some big plays coming out of timeout, so we'll see if that's the case here, if that's the situation. It'll be a first down and 10. Ball will be on the 44. Camerath again in the shotgun. They should have had plenty of time to get the play drawn up here. I believe it was batted down. No, it's incomplete.
Camerath's pass intended for Shear falls incomplete.
Max Shear was the intended receiver.
2nd and 10 for the Goslings.
Just feels like this offense for Watertown has the potential to be extremely dangerous, but then there's too many mistakes in this game. The penalties and the interceptions, 3 of them today, and that has been the story. They started out really well. Unfortunately, too many errors. Sometimes the mental mistakes will hurt you just as much as the physical mistakes, so we'll see if that ultimately is a factor. That pass again is going to be caught, and it is going to be a first down for the Goslings.
Pass is complete to Ralph Holmeschild.
That is Ralph Holmeschild on the reception. And we got an injured player down here for the Goslings. It's going to stop the clock with 5:38 remaining. I believe it is Holmeschild, the player who made the reception, so while they take a look at him, we'll again recap this game. Watertown starting off with a 14-0 lead. They went in at halftime with a 14-7 lead, but a unsportsmanlike conduct penalty at the end of the half set up Beaver Dam with pretty good field position to begin the second half, and they went down and tied the game. And then a turnover led to another Beaver Dam score, and that's really been the story here, is the 3 turnovers, all interceptions, and so that on top of the penalties for the Goslings. And it's good to see Rolf Holmeschild getting up under his own power here, and hopefully he will be okay. We'll keep an eye on him. As he receives some medical attention. It's going to be first down and 10, ball on the 46-yard line. Shotgun formation for the Gosling. Camerath. Fumble, and it's picked up by Gonzalez. He will make the most of it. Gets to the 40-yard line.
Carlos Gonzalez, the ball carrier that time for the Goslings.
And so with 5:01 left, and counting, the Goslings will have a 2nd down and 5. We're going to mark him just shy of the 40-yard line, so the ball will be at the 40.5, it appears. Not quite at the 41, but 40.5-yard line, if you will. Snap to Camerath. He's got a roll to his left on the run, and he's got a first down, and he will just run out of bounds. We have a flag down in the secondary. Zach Shear is wiped out.
That time for the Goslings, there's a penalty marker down.
So we'll see what they call here. Landon Semrau was back there for Beaver Dam. Zach Shear hit the deck. We'll see what they call. And another flag. So I can tell you that one flag is definitely going to be an unsportsmanlike penalty called on Watertown after the play was over. We have another injured Gosling on the play. Is being attended to. There is a flag down inside the 20-yard line. That appeared to be the initial call. I wasn't sure if it had something to do with Zach Shear being on the ground, but we'll see after they dissect all this. The problem is that even after all of this, there's an unsportsmanlike penalty, no doubt, again, against Watertown. Has been an issue all day, and it is kind of alarming. We'll see what the official calls here. He's going to there you see the unsportsmanlike. So it appeared to be a hold against Beaver Dam, the unsportsmanlike against Watertown. Again, we still have an injured Gosling on the field, so it'll be interesting to see where they spot this football. 4:32 left to play in this one, and the Goslings are up. Actually, the Beavers are up 39-21. Hate to speculate at this moment, but this does not look good at the moment, and we are kind of waiting to see what the situation will be here, but appears as though when we do resume play, it'll be Gosling football at the 15-yard line. What's interesting here is it appears as though both coaches are having a conversation on the field. You hear the crowd giving a hand to Zach Shear, who has made his way to the sideline under his own power. Again, both head coaches are having a conversation. You don't see that very often, and I can only imagine what that is about. But again, we've had a lot of unsportsmanlike penalties called in this game. That has been a big story. All right, so after all the debris has cleared here, after a long delay, it's going to be a 1st and 10 for Watertown. Ball will be placed.
Play that resulted in a Watertown first down. Watertown was also the recipient of a sideline violation warning.
I do apologize. I thought it was unsportsmanlike. They called actually a sideline
1st and 10 Goslings.
violation on the Goslings. But here we go. A 1st down and 10. Ball on the 15. Snap to Camerath. He gives it to Smith, and he will
Smith, the ball carrier.
take it down near the line of scrimmage. We'll see where they mark it here. And now another player is down. This time it is a Beaver Dam player. So we'll have to see what the call is here. Notice that Dallas Cashin is over here practicing some extra points on the sideline. So again, the Goslings need 3 scores, so a field goal would not be out of the realm of possibility. Still, time is a factor here. 3:52 left in this game, and so that is becoming a factor quickly for the Goslings. So I believe that is Tristan McRae, who they're taking off the field here for Beaver Dam, walking out under his own power, which is always a good sign. Again, for the Goslings, it is going to be a 2nd down and 10. They said no gain on the run by Callan Smith. Camrath back to pass, looking end zone. It is dropped, incomplete. Pass was intended
Camera's pass intended for number 87, Hudson Frederick.
For Hudson Frederick. It'll be 3rd down and 10 here for the Goslings. Once again, the ball placed at the 15-yard line. 3:41 left to play in this one. Camrath in the shotgun. High snap. Bobbles it a little. Look right. Now left. He's got a man. It's Callan Smith. And he will walk in for the touchdown.
Camera's pass is complete to number 33, Callan Smith, and he's in for the Goslings touchdown.
It's still an 11-point game, so we'll see what the Goslings decide to do. It looks like they're going to... Initial thought looked like they're going to line up for an extra point, but now Dallas Cashin just came back over to the sideline, so they're going to go for 2. Try to make this a 9-point game. Camrath in the shotgun. He's got 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. The running back is Callan Smith. Camrath still moving. And it is incomplete, so the conversion is no good. And so it will remain a 12-point game. I apologize, they were trying to make it a 10-point game, but it will remain 12. (39-27) Beavers with 3:35 left to play. So it'll be interesting to see how the Goslings play the rest of this game. They got off to such a good start in this one with that effective passing game, and then all of a sudden it went south in a hurry. I shouldn't say in a hurry. Beaver Dam really took their time with the run game in this one. That has been the story for the Goslings. They have ran the ball very well. Excuse me, for the Beavers, they've ran the ball very well. We'll see what the Goslings decide to do. I'm assuming they will kick it deep, but we will see. 3:35 left to play in this one. They might attempt a squib kick of sorts. if things were to remain the same here, Watertown may drop to 0-4 in conference, 0-6 overall. It's an onside kick. I don't know if that one went 10 yards, but it's going to be recovered by Beaver Dam either way. And so the Beavers will take over.
It's recovered by the Beavers.
So it'll be a 1st and 10 for the Beavers from the 48-yard line. Again, they have relied heavily on the run game.
10 Beaver Dam from the 48-yard line.
Goslings are going to need a quick stop here if they're going to try to have a chance in this one. The handoff here goes to Mendoza, and Xander Allen was in there on the tackle.
Mendoza on the carry.
Pretty good gain on first down of what appeared to be about 6 yards. We'll see where they officially mark it. Ball moves up to the 44-yard line. 2nd down, they're going to give them 5, so it'll be 2nd and 5 here. Again, Mendoza adding 2 more touchdowns today. He's up to 8 on the season already. It's been a good game for him. They give it back to him. Mendoza again carrying the load here for the Beavers. That's going to be a 1st down, and Beaver Dam is going to move the change. Ryan Bergman in there on the tackle.
It's a Beaver Dam 1st down.
Clock will stop momentarily to allow the chains to move. And the official will wind the clock. And again, Beaver Dam will line up in a bunch formation. They do have 2 receivers spread out to the left. 2:17 left to play. Handoff again to Mendoza. And he lost the football, and the Goslings have recovered. So all of a sudden, with 2:06 left, not a lot of time, but let's see if they can put something together. Ryan Bergman was in there. And so the Goslings with a chance, at least, with 2:06 left, down by 12. First and 10, ball on the 34. First turnover of the game for Beaver Dam. They did turn it over on downs earlier, but that's the first turnover. That pass is short. Intended for Ryan Bergman. And it's incomplete.
2nd and 10 for the Goslings.
2nd and 10. Again, the ball will be on the 34-yard line. High snap, Camerath on the bubble screen. That is knocked away. They were looking
Camerath's pass is incomplete.
once again for Landon Fent, but it was swatted away.
3rd and 10 for Watertown.
After that explosive first half for Landon Fent, it's been a little quiet here in the second half. Third down and 10 from the 34. 1:59 left in this one. Camrath will dump it underneath to Callan Smith, who makes a great catch. He has the 1st down, and he is knocked out of bounds. And so the Goslings will move the chains. Clock will stop with 1:52 left.
Gosling, 1st down.
Again, a 12-point Beavers lead with 1:52 left. First and 10 Goslings, 45-yard line. Snap to Camrath. He looks left, now rolls to his right. He's going to take it himself, and he's going to slide down with 1:42 left.
Camrath on the carry. Say flag on the play.
And we do have a flag down.
Is the initial indication.
And it's going to be against the Goslings for a hold. Again, I mentioned it earlier, but anytime your quarterback has the ball that long, there's a good chance there's a hold somewhere. And that's what we're seeing here. Unfortunately, the time is a factor here. Down by 12 with 1:42 left. And now they're being backed up. All the way to the 31. They were at the 45, now all the way back to the 31, and we'll say 32 actually. It'll be a 1st and 10. Camrath slides up in the pocket, launches it deep, and it is caught. Once again, it is Landon Fent making an amazing catch. That was just one of those shots that Camrath felt he had to take, and whistles and a timeout, Beaver Dam.
Timeout, Beaver Dam. Their first timeout of the half.
1:19 left to play.
At this time, we would like to recognize Watertown Regional Medical Center.
So again,
Super anchor sponsor.
time is a big factor here, so we'll see
WHS and WRMC
how this game
working together for years.
will be played for Watertown. If they were to score,
And Watertown Regional Medical Center.
make it a one-score game, we'll have to see what they decide to do after that. Seen a lot of Logan Fent in this game for Watertown. And he might see the ball again here. Ball on the 30-yard line. It's a 1st and 10 for the Goslings with 1:19 left to play. Camrath looking to his right, throws, incomplete. The ball skipped in there. And with 1:14 left,
Camera's pass intended for Fent falls incomplete that time.
it'll be a 2nd and 10 from the 30.
For the Goslings.
Landon Fent was the intended receiver. The ball skipped incomplete. Some personnel changes here for the Goslings. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Tight end bunches to the line. They fake the handoff. Camrath with a man in his face, rolls to his left, throws it up, and it is intercepted, and it's going to be Beavers football as they picked it off in the end zone.
Camera's pass is intercepted in the end zone by number 3, Avery.
That's the 4th turnover of the game for the Goslings, and it's a big blow with 1:07 left. And he didn't really have to force it that time, but he did, and it is a turnover, and that'll all but really seal this game, I believe, for the Beavers. They're going to come into Watertown on homecoming night and take a victory. There is no flag. They pick it up, wave it off. And so, once again, with 1:07 left, it'll be the Beavers, who will have control and possession. They fumbled their last drive, so for the Goslings, again, not a lot of time left here, but if there is some hope, you can hope for a somewhat of a turnover, but again, this could be just a ice it situation for Beaver Dam. They're going to line up in the victory formation and take a knee, and this clock is going to wind down. And so for the Beavers, and their student section is all lit up over there, they are going to get their first win of the season, and they will move to 1-3 in conference play and 1-5 overall. For the Goslings, they will drop to 0-4 in conference play and 0-6 overall. A fantastic game once again today from Cameron Mendoza. He played a great game, and really the Goslings just did not have an answer for him on the run. And that has been the difference in this one for sure. 4 turnovers for the Goslings as well. Did not help. And so, the final score from Watertown High School officially is the Beavers 39 and the Goslings 27. So the Beavers come in here and they ruin homecoming for the Goslings, as Watertown's still searching for that first win on the year. Once again, big game from Logan Fent. Saw a big game as well from Cameron Mendoza, and that was really the story, was the fact that the Goslings could not stop the run here in the second half and too many turnovers. So once again, here from Watertown High School, for Watertown TV, my name is Ethan Buss. The final score is the Beaver Dam Beavers 39 and the Watertown Goslings 27, as the Goslings look still searching for that first win in their conference.